Welcome to the very important partner show by JVology Live. I'm your host, Krista Inakovsky, interviewing Elizabeth Johnston. How are you, Elizabeth?
I'm doing great, thanks, and we're really happy to be here.
Good, good. So I understand you have been playing in our challenges, doing the 5-day challenges 3 times.
Yep.
So it must be working for you enough to keep coming back for more.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first one I did last year was so much fun, and it kind of just blew my mind with the possibilities of partnerships. I hadn't thought about that before, and I always came from an abundance mindset. You know, there's enough pie for everybody, but I found it was really hard to find people who understood what you meant. You know, because on some level they still believe in that zero sum, and so it's just so refreshing to be in a community that really does know what abundance is and how to use that in their business.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because it is that community aspect of having the group of people around you who know what you are talking about. When we all have that same training and grounding and culture of all go first, it becomes so much easier to do business.
Oh, definitely.
I want to know about you. So tell us about what you do and for whom.
So I help people in the health and wellness industries use personal story in their business. And so I also help them write their mission memoir, you know, a book about why they do what they do and how they do it. But on the more micro level, I help them unearth their stories, because a lot of times people don't understand how many stories that they have and how useful it can be in all facets of their business.
That's really beautiful. I have mentioned you before. I believe that people, especially in the health and wellness industry, usually have a personal reason or experience that got them into that field. And when you're able to help them bring that story to life, it just really impacts their potential clients to understand them better and draw them in to the work that they're doing. So I think that's really important when everything from marketing to branding to messaging.
Yeah, and building the relationship too with your, you know, current and future clients, and also differentiating yourself, because a lot of times people will come, you know, out of their coaching certificate and they all know how to do the same thing. They all have like the same, you know, diploma or certificate. But now, how do I differentiate myself? You know, what's my unique story, and how can I differentiate myself? So that's through your personal stories.
Oh, that's great. What type of person are you looking to connect with at JVology Live?
Well, my upstream partners would be, you know, from health and wellness coaching schools, or people who give certifications and training in that sense. So after they graduate, they can come to me and I can help them with their stories. So that's on the upstream. On the downstream, you know, pretty much like, this field is wide open, but like people who can help them with their website, you know, integrating their stories, like, you know, on a regular basis, like with blogging, but also how to create a course. You know, like once you figured out your story and all the different steps that led you to become the expert that you are, that's really useful information that you can translate into a course. And so, you know, people like that on the downstream.
That's great. Well, I can tell from doing the 5 partners in 5 days challenge 3 times that you have mastered your upstream and downstream. So it's going to be all the easier to create and connect with partners. So if what Elizabeth is saying speaks to you, make sure you reach out and meet her, click the link, meet her in the rooms, and help your clients on their journey, this important piece of unpacking their story. So we're super glad to have you. You're going to love spending the full 3 to 3.5 days in JVology Live. And any last words, thoughts?
Well, I'm really looking forward to diving deep into what JVology is all about. And I'm just super excited to connect with as many people as I can during those 3 days.
Fantastic. Well, you will. We look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.